Surprise, I'm back. It's been like, I don't know, 6 months since I made a video, something like that. But I'm back because something's really piqued my interest. And that's something called the Keddie Murders, which, as far as I'm filming this, is an unsolved murder case. Or is it? So my good friend Will, aka Nightmare Narrative, part of the Spooky Boys Club, has recommended me this case because he's found something very interesting which could solve the case. So first of all, I'll go over what the Keddie Murders actually are, and they're an unsolved quadruple homicide which took place over the night of April the 11th to 12th in 1981 in Keddie, California, United States. The victims were Glenna Susan Sharp, the daughter Tina Louise Sharp, and their son John Stephen Sharp, and also John's friend Dana Hall Wingate. The murders took place in house number 28 of the Keddie Resort. The bodies of Sue, John and Dana were found on the morning of April the 12th by Sue's 14-year-old daughter Sheila, who had been sleeping at a friend's house. Sue's two younger sons, Rick and Greg, as well as their friend Justin Smart, were also in the house, but were unharmed. Tina was missing from the scene. Tina remained a missing person until 1984, when her skull and several other bones were recovered at Camp 18, California, near Feather Falls. Multiple leads and suspects were examined in the intervening years, though no charges were filed. Several new leads were announced in the 21st century, including the discovery of a hammer in a pond in 2016, as well as announcements regarding the discovery of new DNA evidence. But to this date of recording, it's been unsolved. But like I said, that is until potentially now. Now, if we move over to Facebook, which usually that's not a good source, but this person's making quite a good case, and it's picking up a lot of steam across a family of 4 that had their throats cut in a car accident. It always seemed like a really odd story. The other day, I was listening to a podcast about the Keddie Cabin Murders in April 1981. The Keddie Cabin Murders involved a quadruple homicide of multiple family members in a cabin in a remote area, and are the basis of the movie The Strangers. They were found with their throats cut. My father looks like the sketch of a man of the surviving witnesses claimed to have seen. Whether he had anything to do with this, my parents were very, very bad people. And then there's some photos. I mean, you go on to look at the photos of the sketches to the father. That first one and the last one is pretty weird. And then it goes on to write an updated post, which is quite shocking. Obviously, this has been a tough week, so I decided to do something about it. For years, my dad kept a trailer full of family keepsakes in the desert west of Phoenix that he would not let us see. Last night, in the middle of the night, I located his trailer. Using my bare hands, I ripped a hole in the wall large enough for me to fit through. Inside, I discovered a small black bag hidden inside a larger bag of garbage. Inside the bag were the following items: a set of teeth, an athletic protective cup, 8 cell phones ranging from the 1990s to relatively recently, a map of the western United States, a travel book of Idaho, a book on how to learn Arabic quickly, 8 medical textbooks, boxes associated with those phones. It's a serial killer kit. Now, I'm not sure what you think of that, but it is from Facebook, so take it with a pinch of salt, I guess. But like I said, it's picking up some traction, and I think it definitely needs some kind of investigation, because it's weird regardless if it's real or not. Those teeth especially. But yeah.